Type your own brand into Google right now. If a competitor ad sits on top of it, the Delhi High Court just ruled against that. On May 22nd, the court permanently barred competitors from buying the word Hindware as a Google Ads keyword and asked Google to pay 30 lakhs in damages. Fight behind that one sentence had run for over a decade. Hindware's complaint was simple. Search its own name and a competitor's ad sat right above it. Their competitors had bought the word Hindware as a keyword. The brand you asked for, showing up second to the one you didn't even look for. The competitors settled, but Google stayed and fought with their argument, saying that the keyword is invisible. The user never sees it in the ad. So how is that using the trademark at all? But the court did not agree. Invisible or not, you use someone else's brand name to win a customer who was looking for them. And that part is hard to argue with. If I search for you by name, that means I've already decided. I know what I want. The real question is whether someone else should get to step in front of that decision just by spending more. For a small brand with no ad budget to defend its own name, that protection is a big deal. Here's one more interesting. Open any app store, look up for a brand name, and the results right above and below it are often competitors. On web, that click costs you a visitor who might close the tab and move on. But on an app store, the same click ends up in an install. So imagine someone went looking for your app and your competitor is now sitting on their phone. So what changes from here? First, the obvious one. If interception goes away, smaller player who could never outspend gets their own name back. So that's a fair shot at people who are already searching for them. That alone is a real shift. But here's one thing most of us forgot. Search itself is moving. More and more people are not typing on Google anymore. They are asking ChatGPT, Gemini, Perplexity, and in generative AI, there is no ad slot above the answer. No keyword to bid on. The model just names whoever it has learned to trust for that particular question. You can't buy a way into that sentence. So while a court is closing the side door on Google, the traffic is quietly walking into a room where that door never existed. So go back to that search bar from the start of this video. The goal was never to win the spot on top of someone else's name. It is to become the name, because the next search box won't even have ads on top. It will just have an answer and you want to be it. This is Vinita Makhija. Thank you for watching.